Hi everyone, I'll be doing this differential equation question and it's a pretty long one, so if you guys have any doubts, just drop them in the comment section. Okay, so let's start it. So they say show that the substitution z equals y to the power minus 2 transforms the differential equation into the, okay, so they've given us a differential equation in terms of dy, in terms of y and x. So we have to change that to in terms of z and x. And they've given us a substitution. So let's write down the question. X, first derivative, plus y, plus 4x squared, y to the power 3, and then x equals 0. So then we write z equals y to the power minus 2. We can write this as z equals 1 over y squared, right? So in order to make the substitution, so the first equation has dy over dx, but we need dz over dx, right? So what we have to do is we just differentiate 1 over y squared. So we get dz over dy, right? So let's just differentiate this. We get dz dy equals, this is y to the power minus 2, right? Minus 2 comes down into y to the power minus 2 minus 1. This will give you minus 2 y to the power minus 3. And dz over dy equals minus 2 over y to the power 3. So you can write it like that. Okay, and then what we need to do is they've given us dz over dx. Okay, so what we can do is we can write dz over dx equals to dz over dx into, I'm sorry, dz over dy equals to dz over dx into dx over dy. And then you can write down, so we found dz over dy. We can write minus 2 over y to the power 3 equals dz over dx into dx over dy. So what we can do here is we can subject dy over dx, right? So I'm going to take dx over dy onto the other side. So when it goes to the other side, it's dy over dx into minus 2 over y to the power 3 equals to dz over dx. And then you can write dy over dx equals to dz over dx into y to the power 3 over 2. I'll put the minus over there. So we found dy over dx. So now what you can do is you can do the substitution. So they've given us this. So instead of writing that, we can write x into dy over dx. That is minus dz dx into y to the power 3 over 2 plus y. This given us said, so can write this as y squared equals to 1 over z and y equals to 1 over square root z. Okay. So then we can write minus x dz over dx into, so y to the power 3. So instead of y to the power 3, we can write 1 over z to the power half to the power 3, right? So this is 1 over z into square root z, right? So you can write this 1 over z into square root z into 2 plus z. I'll write the continuation below. Plus 4x squared into 1 over z root z and then x equals 0. So you can see root z is common in all three terms, right? It's common here, it's common here, and it's common here. So what you can do is you can just cancel them on. So we're going to cancel out z, root z. That goes away. And then you'll end up with minus x over z dz over dx. That's a 2z plus 1 plus 4x squared over z and then x equals 0. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everything with 2z. So I get minus x dz over dx into, so plus 1 into 2z plus 4x squared over z ln x into 2z equals 0. So then I can write again minus x dz over dx plus 2z. So here the z cancels off. My 2 and z looks the same, so just don't get confused about it. So you can multiply 4 and 2 together, so you get 8x squared ln x equals 0. And now I'm going to divide everything by this negative sign. So then you can write it as x dz over dx minus 2z minus 8x squared ln x equals 0. And then x squared equals 0. Now I'm going to take this onto the other side. Okay, and finally I divide everything by x. dz over dx minus 2z comma x equals to 8x ln x. And I think that's it. So we got the first part. Okay. I hope you all understood. If you guys have any doubts, just drop them in the comment section. And then later they say into the, okay, by solving the differential equation, determine the general solution. Okay, so we gotta find the general solution, and it should be in terms of y squared equals fx. Okay, so we write this down again. Okay. Now, so we don't have this in terms of y, we have it in terms of z. So we find z first. Okay. So now when solving this, there's a format when it comes to solving these type of differential equations. Let me just take another example. I'll just take dy over dx minus, no, I'll just take plus a y or something equals to b. So the way of solving this is you write your first step is y into e to the power integration of the coefficient in front of this alphabet. So it can be y, it can be z, whatever it is. So in this question, it's z, right? Letter is z, and the coefficient in front of z is 2 over x. So 2 over x is what we should integrate. And it should be e to the power the coefficient. E to the power the coefficient. Like this equals to the integration of b into whatever you get here. Into e to the power x. That's how it goes. So that's how we do it. It might look complicated, but it's not that much. It's easy to understand. Okay, so in this case, our coefficient is minus 2 over x, right? So what we write is, we write y into e to the power, the integration of minus 2 over x dot, I'm sorry, this should be z. Z into e, okay, because we have z over here, not y. So z into e to the power integration of minus 2 of x dot dx equals to 8x ln x into the integration of that t. So we first do this part. That's what we should focus on, right? So we have, let's just ignore the e for now. So all you have to integrate is minus 2 over x, right? So minus 2 over x, that's easy. The integration of 1 over x is ln x, right? So this is minus 2 ln x, right? And you can write this as ln x to the power minus 2. Or you can also write it as ln 1 over x to the power 2, right? So you can write it like that. And you should also know, so this is the integration. So we write our answer as e to the power ln 1 over x squared. So you should also know e to the power ln with whatever you have inside. So the answer for this, so e to the power ln, it should be always e to the power ln, all right? So in this case, e to the power ln, whatever you have inside is your answer. So e to the power ln 1 over x squared gives you 1 over x squared. That's your final answer. Let's say it was e to the power ln 5, then your answer is 5. E to the power ln x, then it's x. That's what I'm trying to show you here. So the answer is 1 over x squared. So now we can write down x into 1 over x squared equals to 8x ln x into 1 over x squared and the integration of the whole and then you can write z over x squared equals to the integration of 8 over x, then you cancel out these, it's 8 over x ln x dot dx, right? Okay, now we'll just keep this aside. Now we have to integrate 8 over x ln x dot dx. Okay, so here's when integration by parts comes into play. So we'll take 8 out and just write 1 over x ln x dot dx. Oh, we could also do integration by parts, I think. Yeah, we could do integration by parts. That's very good. So we'll take u as ln x. So du over dx is 1 over x, right? So you have to substitute. We have dx, but we need du now. So we subject du. Du equals, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. We need to subject dx because we need to make the substitution. So x goes to this side, dx to the other side. X dot du equals dx. Yeah. So then you write 8 into 1 x, and then x dot, instead of dx, you write x dot du. Now you cancel off the x, and instead of ln x, you can put in u, right? So 8 into the integration of u dot du. That's all you have to do. And the integration of u is u squared over 2 plus c. And this into 8, so it's 4u squared plus c. So you can write your answer as 4 ln x squared, right? Plus c. So then we write z over x squared equals to 4 into ln x squared plus c. Okay, and then now they've asked us to give the answer as y squared equals fx. So we'll have to plug in y squared, y to the power minus 2 back in. So we have z, we have this in terms of z, right? We'll have to change this into terms of 1. So we know z equals 1 over y squared. So you can write 1 over y squared over, let me just multiply, I'm going to multiply everything with x squared now. So you get 4x squared and then x squared plus c into x squared is also an constant. It's just a constant, right? So you can just leave that as c, because this is a constant. C is the constant, x squared into a constant, because it's gonna have some value, right? It's gonna have some value, so it's gonna be a constant. So you can just leave it as c. So you can write down. Okay, so now what we can do is we can just flip it over. So you can write the whole thing in like over 1 and cross multiply. So we get y squared equals 1 over 4x squared and then x squared plus c. 4x squared and then x squared plus c. Or if you want, you can leave the answer like this. Or if you feel like, so if you feel like you want to write c into x squared as c x squared, you can do that too. So you can just write 1 over y squared equals to 4x squared and then x squared plus, so previously when I multiply x squared with c, I just wrote it as c because it's a constant, right? You can also write it as c x squared if you like. So it's the same thing. So it's y squared equals 1 over 4x squared and then x squared plus cx squared. So both are correct. Okay, so that's everything for this question. If you guys have any doubts, just drop them in the comment section. And this was from a past paper and Edexcel for the pure paper. I'll just drop in I'll drop it in the description of which EA it is. So if you guys have any other doubts in any past papers or anything, just drop them in the comments. Any question, I can help you out, definitely. Yep. So leave a like and subscribe. Have a great day. Thank you so much.